Hi, some thoughts for today, this Christmas Day. 2020, why 2020? It was going to be such a special year. My daughter was getting married. She and her new husband would have moved into their new home together. They'd done such a lot of work on the house. It was all going to be so special. We all had so many plans. Why 2020? I tried to say some words of comfort, but all I ended up saying was how sorry I was, as if I was somehow apologising for 2020. We talked some more, and throughout our conversation, his pain for his daughter and his family pierced his words. He said sorry for going on about it. We said goodbye, and as call ended, Sean on the phone, I looked at the words until the screen went black. Why 2020? Why 2020? So many have shared those feelings and asked that question, why 2020? Why? Just as that call finished, the radio started to play Johnny Nash's There Are More Questions Than Answers, and I heard myself saying, yes, most certainly. And as the song went on singing, the more I found out, the less I know, I nodded in agreement again. It's a great, great song, by the way. Have a listen. Yes, there are so many questions. Members of my family asked why didn't Harvey win Strictly on Saturday? And why, oh why, is Die Hard, a film of mayhem and carnage, a Christmas film? Well, that question was settled last week in the press, with even the Times writing an editorial leading article on this very subject. They quoted the director, John McTiernan, who said it does qualify as a Christmas film because it is set on Christmas Eve and people like it. End of discussion. So something less to worry about. Why? Is a question often asked about Christmas, and by this one man in particular. Once upon a time there was a man who could not get the Christmas story. His wife was preparing to go to midnight mass, but he said he would stay at home and wait up for her. He watched her walk down the lane to the church as snowflakes swirled and danced around her. As he watched the snow, he saw some geese land in his back garden. Then he noticed that one of them was injured. The bird had fallen out of the flying formation, but had not been abandoned. The man knew he had to help. He hoped to open the garage doors to try and herd them into some shelter and warmth. However, the closer he got to them, the more they panicked. The worse the injured bird became. He stopped in the falling snow. He thought, if only I could talk goose, and then I could assure them that I only want to care for them and love them. At that moment, the church bells rang, pealing the glad tidings of Christmas. Now I understand, he whispered. Now I know why you had to come and why you had to do it. But still, why did God and Jesus want to come to us and be one with us? I've just read again Jean Giono's book, The Man Who Planted Trees. This is a real favourite of mine, and I wish I could put a copy into everyone's Christmas stocking. He tells of a man who planted trees despite the mayhem around him, and how his action transfigured a disfigured world. The author wrote to convey hopefulness, which he saw as being a permanent condition enabling us to live our lives in hopeful tranquility. How we could do with some hopeful tranquility now. The world over 2,000 years ago lived with the same hope. So God gave only what he could give, his love, wrapped in swaddling clothes in the baby Jesus. God would have agreed with this year's Coca-Cola advert, which tells us this Christmas, give only what you can give. God did just that in the baby Jesus, a gift to each one of us that only he could give. A gift that amidst the doubts, the anxieties, the fears, is an expression of hopefulness. Christmas promises a love that forever cares for us, looks out for us, a love that will never let us go. Try not to worry about the questions, the whys. Just know you are loved, always and forever. Merry Christmas.